Today we'll be talking about the sexual reproduction in plants. In this module, you will learn how sexual reproduction takes place in flowering plants. It is rainy season. Flowers are blooming on the trees. It is indeed a beautiful sight. Flowers attract butterflies. They are the most beautiful part of the plant. Isn't it? You already know that flowers are not present only to add beauty to the plant. They are the reproductive part of the plant. In the flower, stamen is the male reproductive part, while carpel is the female reproductive part. Some flowers contain both male and female reproductive part. Such flowers are called bisexual flowers. Examples include pea and China rose. On the other hand, some flowers possess either the male or the female reproductive part. Such flowers are called unisexual flowers. Examples include corn and cucumber. Let's learn about the different parts that makes up a stamen and a carpel. A stamen consists of two parts, namely the anther and the filament. The anther produces the pollen grain, which contain male gametes, while the carpel consists mainly of three parts. The first part is the terminal part, known as the stigma. The second part is the middle elongated part, known as the style. And the third part is the ovary, which is the swollen bottom part. The ovules are found inside the ovary, which contain the female gamete called the egg cell. Sexual reproduction takes place when a male gamete fuses with a female gamete, thereby forming a zygote. Now, for that, the male gametes have to reach the female gamete. First, the pollen grain from the male gamete is transferred from the stamen of the flower to the stigma of the same flower or the other flower. This process is known as pollination. If the pollen grain of a flower lands on the stigma of the same flower, it is called self-pollination. But if the pollen grains of a flower lands on the stigma of another flower, it is called cross-pollination. Pollination occurs with the help of different agents like wind, water, or animals. Once a pollen grain reaches the stigma of a flower, a tube grows from the pollen grain, and this tube travels through the style and reaches the ovary. The male gamete from the pollen grains in this tube and reaches the female gamete in the ovule present in the ovary. After that, the male and female fuses together to form a zygote. This process of fusion of male and female gametes is called fertilization. The zygote formed after fertilization then divides several times to form an embryo inside the ovule. The ovule develops a tough coat and changes into a seed. The ovary on the other end ripens and forms a fruit around the seed. At this time, the outer part of the flower, like the sepals and petals, fall off, so a seed present inside the fruit contains an embryo, which is actually a baby plant. Each time a seed is planted into the soil and provided appropriate condition, it grows into seedlings. Thank you. Bye. Make sure you do your assignment. See you next class.